All right, baby. Welcome back to the row. Another week off. It's the summer, you know. We're gonna be in. We're gonna be out. We're gonna be in. We're gonna be out. You know. But anyway, welcome back to the row. Welcome back to row 26. I got my boy John here, who just woke up from a slumber just now by looking down at his phone, then looked up and just started yelling.
No, I was just saying we took off for the holiday. I'm repping my boy Max Holloway. Got the big win last night.
Talk to us about that a little bit. I'd love to hear about the Max Holloway dub.
Oh, I mean, just going through it briefly. It was a pretty good card. It started off with a bunch of finishes and a bunch of decisions, but Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier went at it for the BMF title. Dustin Poirier's last fight. I know a lot of people he's the diamond. A lot of people are like, shine bright like a diamond.
Hey.
All week we were hearing that. Great legendary fighter, maybe like the best to never win an undisputed title. He had an interim at one point, but, never got that undisputed belt. Guys like Khabib, in the way. Young prime Conor, before he ended up getting Conor back when he wasn't the champion. But,
sure.
A guy who's an absolute legend in the game, started super young in the UFC. Great documentary called Fightville when he was first starting out, about him in Louisiana, just like making his bones.
That was a doc on ESPN, or was that like a doc, like a private doc? I think
it was on Showtime, if I'm not mistaken, called Fightville. Yeah, very good. Very, very good documentary. There's other fighters in it too, I think, but he was one of the main guys in it. But just an awesome dude, awesome fighter, one of the realest ever to do it. So, farewell to Dustin Poirier. I'm sure he'll, move on to bigger and better things.
Or he'll come back in like 15 years for some fight that'll pay him $10 million to do the exact same thing, because we already know how this game works.
To fight Jake Paul's son.
Exactly.
Yeah, in 20 years when he's 60.
That fight will be sponsored by AI and OnlyFans and OpenAI and fucking, exactly.
And fucking Prime steaks. They go from energy drinks to like making like steaks in a fucking lab or some shit. But yeah. Exactly. No, it was a great night of fights. So nothing too crazy, to announce. But those two guys obviously deserve their credit. And I think Max, it's crazy to think. You think of Max and Dustin as like contemporaries. Dustin's retiring. Max Holloway is still younger than us. He's 33 years old. It's
That's
just
crazy.
Insane. Yeah, it is insane. He's been in the UFC since he was 19, fought everybody twice, and is still going at it, still killing. I worry about all the shots he's taken, but he's landed far more than he's taken. So yeah, I'm sure he knows better than me. But another big time thing that happened this weekend, obviously the Open Championships in Northern Ireland at Portrush, or how do you pronounce that? Something like that.
I mean, no, yeah, Royal Portrush. You were in there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pronounce it any better than you. I mean, and yeah, just to pick it up where you left it off there for half a second, like just dominating. Like people don't understand how the fathom, like only in the first round, I think he was in second place by a stroke. Aside from that, it was a wire to wire, and to wire and open in this modern day where it feels like everyone can hit off the tee. Like 320, 310, whatever. Everyone has the best clubs known to man. Everyone has the highest tech. Everyone has the best coaches. Coaches are being shared across fucking players. And you got a guy leading by 7 strokes on Sunday at one point, finishing it out by 4 strokes. It's just ridiculous at this point. So the one stat I do want to bring up that I caught was the 1,197 days it took him to get to the third major in the Grand Slam. The exact same amount of days it took Tiger Woods. That took them to get to that third major before he got to that Grand Slam. I saw that stat last night late. It's just unbelievable. Like the idea that we're even talking about 2 guys, someone that you can put alongside in some threshold to Tiger is a joke, is an actual joke, considering Tiger was the number 1 player for over, I think it was like 800 to 900 days. And Scotty's looking at probably about coming up on around 200 to 300 weeks. I think he's coming up on something like that, 200 weeks or something like that. So shouts to Scotty, like truly the number 1 player in golf. He is by a margin the number 1 player in golf right now. And shouts to Rory for storming back in the final 2 rounds. He really tried to put it together and really storm back on Saturday with a 66 at Royal Portrush. That's ridiculous. But Scotty's steady Eddie the whole time. Just can't fuck with him. It's pretty unbelievable.
No, it's crazy. Our most watched short clip, we only have a couple of them, but is the one where we talked about Scotty Scheffler last year, like probably over a year ago. Oh, definitely over a year ago now.
Much more to come. Much more to come. Shouts to
But over a year ago when he, had the whole incident where he got arrested and all that, and we talk about like how good he is, and like I think I said, like if he's playing his A-, B+ game, the only way you're going to beat him is if you play your A+ game. Like he's that much ahead of everyone else. An absolute superstar in the golf world. And just like we're talking about Max Holloway being surprisingly 33, Scotty Scheffler is surprisingly 28 or maybe 29 now.
And he comes off still 40. He looks 40.
Yeah, he looks old too, especially because he's got that receding hairline and, but just in general, though, it's like even, again, not just by the look, but how long it feels like he's been around for. You wouldn't think he's 28 or 29. You think he's 34 or 35, and he's obviously still in his athletic prime, his golf prime for probably another 10 years, unless there's back issues or some shit like that comes up.
Yeah. Unless he's going to be the same guy for the next at least the next 5 years.
I mean, the irons are just out of control. How his irons play.
Off the fairway,
shoot,
recovery shots. It's all of it. It's just
minus 17 is like no one was projecting anyone to shoot like that. And obviously, there was someone who minus 13 in second place. I'm blanking right now. It's a couple of minus 11s,
I think Lee was up there. I'm pretty sure Fitzpatrick.
I think he kind of had a bad. I think he had a bad last round, Lee.
Fitzpatrick, I think, was up there as well for most of the tournament.
Yeah, I think he was one of the minus 11s.
But Fitzpatrick grew up on this course. The thing that people don't even know is that Fitzpatrick, when he was doing his junior circuits, he's a fucking. He's from that side of the pond. He lived at these courses. He's played Royal Portrush like 20 times. Scotty's played this course in competition like once.
Yeah, I think Wyndham Clark ended up there too. No, but it's just crazy how good he is. Honestly, there's nothing really much to be said. He's dominant right now. He got his. This is his third major in the Grand Slam now, correct? And now, I mean, what is it? Just the PGA he has left?
Nah, he's got the U.S. Open left.
Oh, the U.S. That's a tough one.
Beth Page is built for him, and when they have the U.S. Open again at Bethpage eventually, he's gonna rip that course up. So, I have thoughts about Scotty where he's already starting to rank in terms of like the all-time greats, but the things that he's doing in modern golf, where the field feels more level than ever. And it feels like anyone could win any tournament more than ever. You see that guy Spawn win the U.S. Open, a fucking nothing, but he's just an incredible player. Now he's going to be on the Ryder Cup team, possibly. Might have just changed his whole family's life from that one win, literally, dead ass.
For sure.
For sure. Like, it's just the idea as a golfer now that you have an opportunity. And if you've been watching the show Stick on Apple TV and you see where, like, these young gunners that are coming up that can all hit the ball 320. I even caught a clip on TikTok that my girl was showing to me that was like basically this guy at the driving range, 16 years old. He's getting pulled up on by like one of those golf to birdie. Like they pulled up on him and he's just like, we'll give you a free putter if you hit it in 300 in the air. 16 years old. This kid is at 320 flight in air. It's just 16. Like, I'm a golfer and I'm telling you,
in the air, it's crazy. Yeah.
In the air, that's freaky. So like, the idea that Scotty dominates with all of that, and then also I want to say a compliment about Scotty's game too is that he plays the right way. When you look at a whole green, there's a lot of guys that pin seek like Bryson that love to be aggressive and they overshoot pins or whatever. They get themselves into trouble and then they get into these rough patches around the green, which are some of the roughest patches on a course, which is around the green. It's protecting the green. So Scotty is a dance floor guy. This guy wants to dance all day long. He'll just get to the dance floor 30 feet away. He'll either bang a ridiculous putt or he'll get it close and he'll save another, and he'll get a birdie on a par 5 and move on. Or get a par on a par 4 and move on. Or par on a par 3. He just plays the right way. Steady Eddie. You're not going to, like, almost like in tennis when you're just rallying with a guy and you're not going to flinch. You're going to make the mistake before me. And every time the other guys make the mistake, and it's just ridiculous at this point. So shouts to Scotty. Ridiculous.
I mean, I haven't watched that show on Apple TV at Stick, but I'm assuming it goes something like, gotta hit a good shot here. All right. Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of Owen Wilson. Whoa. I got exactly what you're putting down there. I got you. Yeah. That was good. It's a nice end of night show. 30-minute. I think it's 28-minute.
Yeah, they're trying to find the next Ted Lasso. They kind of caught lightning in a bottle there. I don't know if they're going to find that again.
A lot of B-list actors or C-list actors getting A-list roles because of the melting pot that we have now of fucking watching television. Everyone has their own fucking show now. So
yeah. All right. No, that's McConaughey. Now I'm mixing.
Another Owen Wilson, like, kind of is who he is though, type of actor in my head, but different level.
Yeah, for sure.
Shouts to Scotty.
Pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we can do kind of we'll just hit the ball back and forth on a few things that obviously we were off for vacation. These last couple of weeks, so we're back now. But MLB All-Star Game, kind of a cool ending. Obviously way better when they let it end in a tie back in the day, and way better than when they played extra innings forever.
That one went 15 or something like that. 15 innings.
Yeah, it's a good sweet spot. Swing off thing. I know Alonso's pissed it didn't get to him. He was like the anchor, didn't get to swing. But Schwarber
next year. Your swing off, you can pick your contestants, like you can pick who shoots the technical. You can.
Well, I think they did pick.
I thought it was just batting order.
No, because the whole thing was that we'll get into it now. Is that Ohtani and Judge left, they already were on jets home after they got taken out of the game. They were gone.
Oh, wow.
So that's why Ohtani and Judge weren't there, And that's kind of weak, So you can't I get it. But then again, there's still 2 days after the All-Star game to travel before games start back up again. Could have waited till the end of the game, but they're private jet.
These guys have sights set on something else though, which is what that speaks to.
Well, probably training or whatever, or just getting to see some family, whatever it may be. I think the only thing I'll give them, the nod for is they didn't know this swing off was coming. It's obviously a new thing. So, if they knew that was coming and did that, that's different. But,
season 2, though, Judge and Ohtani are both putting it down during the regular season. They're leading the league in a lot of categories. And, they come to play every night. So, I give them a little bit of grace during All-Star break where they're committed to have to being the All-Star probably every fucking year for the rest of their lives. They'll never get that break as
Yeah, but it's you're saying, it's such a punishment. It's an honor. You know what I mean?
A nuisance is the better word for the honor. A nuisance of an honor for almost.
Yeah, I don't know. You get to play in the All-Star game. I can almost guarantee, looking back, you'd rather, once it's all said and done, you're gonna be I wish I didn't leave early and could have had that swing off. It's to a lesser degree, playing high school sports you hated practicing. Yeah. You'd give anything to have one more football practice or one more.
The Schwarber moment was a big moment. It was a great moment, and he's been kicking ass since the All-Star break. It has set him off. It seems like. I
think the Phillies are getting their asses kicked today by the Angels, but no, I know.
I just mean Schwarber, specifically. Yeah. It seems he's been homering the last couple of nights.
Well, he's had a great year. Schwarber,
he's a beast, man. He is a beast. Yeah,
he's gotten a lot better. I think the Phillies in general, it's a lot of people talk about how they haven't gotten better as hitters, and people point at Kevin Long. He's obviously had a long career as a hitting coach,
Yankees.
Mets, Yankees, yeah. And now he's over there. But the one guy you could definitely look to and be okay, Schwarber has gotten better, in terms of batting average, on base. He's more disciplined. He still is going to be a 3-outcome guy, strikeout, home run, walk for the most part. But he's mixed in definitely some singles and doubles, and going the other way a little bit.
Swing is.
No, that was a great moment. Yeah. But it did take away from it a little bit that the AL had a Rosa Reina and I can't even remember some of the other the other two guys right now. A Rooker, a Rosa Reina, and somebody else who I literally can't remember versus Schwarber, Alonso. It's it would have been nice to have fucking Judge, and Ohtani there. Even the guy like Trout, or so just the bigger names would have been better there. But overall, it was a fun All-Star game.
The league needs names though, so I definitely agree though. It wasn't really Brent Rooker from that's just not going to.
I love Brent Rooker. He's good.
He's a beast, but it's not going to turn heads at this moment. And I think that the MLB, even Serena even is a B star.
He's he has 18 home runs. You got guys like Cal Raleigh with 38 home runs at the fucking All-Star break.
Cal Raleigh, unbelievable. Yeah.
Shout out to Cal Raleigh. Obviously, doing everything.
Derby, right, as well.
Yeah,
I missed it. I didn't watch the home run derby, but
yeah.
I saw
He beat Rooker by like less than a foot. That was like the tiebreaker, like longest.
Oh wow!
home run
I'll watch
distance.
the highlights then later today after the pod.
Yeah.
Then. All right.
Longest home run distance was the tiebreaker between Rooker and Raleigh, and
That's dope.
that wasn't to win the whole thing. That was like an early round, and Raleigh moved on by less than. It might have been like less than an inch. It was like crazy close, and then he won because of that. And it was literally like a fraction of a foot. Like it wasn't even a full foot.
Damn, Cal Raleigh.
Yeah.
What a beast.
And then he ended up winning the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, and also he played a great catcher. So if there was someone who could give Judge a run for his money for MVP this year, it would be Cal Raleigh. It's just a difference. Judge is hitting like 350, and Cal Raleigh's probably
Seattle's team though, John. Like in
terms they're pretty good. I think they're ahead in the ALS, if I'm not mistaken. Them are the Astros. It's close. Mariners ALS standings. Just type in.
I'm looking at right now.
I think they're in first.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. 53 and 45. Houston is ahead of them by 3 games.
Okay.
In the wild card,
but the Yankees are 55 and 44, so they're not.
Yeah, they're a game. They're a game out from the wild card, from the number 1 wild card spot. But right now, they're in the top 3 for the wild card to make the playoffs.
They should get in.
They're a game ahead of Boston.
Like they're 3 games out, and the Yankees are 3 games out of first.
Yeah, Cal Raleigh is 100% up for MVP. If I was,
absolutely. I mean,
no question.
He's like literally like 5 home runs away from breaking the catcher home run record.
I'm also just looking at their team, dude. Like, yeah, Rosarena is having a nice year, but he only has 49 RBIs. I'll be clear.
Rodriguez has been terrible this year at the plate. He's one of the best. He's one of the best center fielders in baseball still.
Yeah,
but their team is built around pitching and defense. And he's a big part of why the pitching staff is so good. He calls a great game. He throws out. He's got one of the best arms in the league as a catcher. And catcher is the most valuable position defensively in the league. So if he plays a great catcher, hits 55 home runs, it's going to be tough to keep it away from him. But then again, Judge is going to hit 50 home runs and hit 350,
Cal Raleigh, OPS 992 for a catcher, switch hitting catcher as well.
And he switched. Yeah, and he was switch hitting in the home run derby.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a nut. Yeah, very athletic. It's like his 4th year though, or like 5th year in the league. Crazy.
He's still pretty young. Well, he's always been a big home run guy. Just not
last
quite
2 years specifically.
And he also was.
Yeah,
I think he has Gold Gloves before too, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't see anything like that, but he home runs wise. He's unbelievable. Yeah, 34, 30, 34, 38 his last 3 years. He's in 38.
And 38 is this year far.
27, 2022 with 63 RBIs.
Yeah, obviously this is like
lower at bats though. Lower at bats in lower games. He wasn't like, I guess, their full-blown catcher. Maybe that's it. Or he got hurt. 119 was the games that year.
Yeah, he got a Gold Glove and a Platinum Glove.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's also like the best defensive catcher in the American League, at least, if not the whole majors.
3rd round pick. Oh, damn. He's born on the same day as my dad, July 11th. His birthday just passed. How about
baseball, 28 to 32 is your prime in baseball.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes even later, actually. Sometimes.
Yeah, he's 28 now, so he's entering his prime and hitting the most home runs he's ever hit.
Yeah, he's going to hit 60 home runs possibly if he keeps it up.
That's wild. I said, I'm almost positive the records for home run as a catcher is 42 by Todd Hundley. I'm almost positive. And he's got 38 just after, at the All-Star break.
Mike Piazza's 427 in his career. Oh, that's total. Never mind. Home runs 1 season. Shouts to Mike Piazza. Salvador Perez, 48.
I think he did a lot of DHing that year, to be fair.
Johnny Bench then was 45 behind that.
Yeah, and then Todd Hundley, 41. Javi Lopez, I forgot about Javi Lopez, 43.
Javi Lopez, what a name.
Yeah, Javi Lopez did have that one monster year.
He used to give you your Mets problems. He
had 43 in 129 games. That's crazy.
Yeah.
457 at bat.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's a wild season.
He's homering every third
game.
What
I saw, too? I saw, what's his face? Otani had 90-something runs at the All-Star break, runs scored, which obviously, you need a good lineup for that, too. But that is unbelievable.
Yeah. He also is an incredible base runner. You watch him; he's slick.
Oh, he's so fat. Yeah, he stole 50 bases last year.
He is. Yeah, he's slick on the pads. You just watch him; he gets low. He's so athletic, man. He's the best athlete in baseball. There's no question about that. I think.
So he has 90. So he has 92 runs right now through 97 games. His previous career high was last year, 134, which had led the league. Like, he's going to blow past that. He's going to score like 150 runs. That's insane. That's nuts.
That's a lot. It could be more than it could be like half as much as any team for a season.
92 runs. I don't know about that much. There's like 9 guys on a roster. Everybody scored.
150 though. I'm saying if you get the 150 category, 160.
No, that'd be teams scoring less than 1 run a game.
I think there's teams out here that are fucking up.
Nah, the lowest runs per game is probably around 3.
Lowest runs per game, MLB. Let's get it.
Yeah, Pittsburgh 3.34. So that's 400 and fucking 500 something.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be wild.
That was an exaggeration. But think about it. There's 9 players in a lineup every day. Like, you think he's outscoring.
I was hoping the Pirates were going to come through for me one time right there. That was awful.
They would literally have to be like 0.9 runs a game.
I was straight up looking up Pittsburgh Pirates stats right there. Everyone was holding their breath. They were the only team that was on the chopping board right there.
No.
Fuck
3.34.
Crazy.
But yeah, but still, that's insane. Like, I can't remember someone having that many runs at an All-Star break. That's crazy. 90 runs in a season is great. That's like top 20 in the whole major leagues will have like 90 and change. Like, there won't be 20 players with 100 runs this season.
Their team is loaded, dude. It's not even fair.
Yeah, their team is stacked, but they had their slump. They lost a bunch of games in a row. They're not like 162-0. They're in a dogfight in the NL West.
I just think when the chips are down and they're going to need everyone, Blake Snell and Gonsolin are both hurt right now. Like, it's just like when this team takes actual shape, and Muncy's out as well. So is
that's baseball, though. I mean,
it's just baseball. I agree. Muncy. Yeah, I just like Hernandez is out. I just like.
But like the Cubs have a better record than the Dodgers.
This team, though, it just never ends with.
The Brewers have a better record than the Dodgers, and the Brewers just bought up Mizorowski and
Pages is ridiculous too, dude. They just
Brandon Woodruff. Pages, I don't think is ridiculous. I think Pages is someone they're looking to replace at the All-Star break if they have a chance to. Yeah.
He's been solid though, isn't he? He's 280 batter. Yeah, 280, 17 home runs, 60 RBIs. He's a solid player. I like him. I think there's something there with him. I like him. I don't know why.
He's always been a good prospect, but I just think in the field he's not great. And
I haven't watched enough of that to know, so I'll take your word for that. But I like his bat. Watching him bat,
he's hitting 280, but he's only at 320 on base.
Yeah, definitely needs work. Saw that.
Strikes out a lot.
Strikes out a lot. He's a big swinger. I think he still has the potential,
especially in a lineup like that. Like
he's so much coverage in that lineup.
More patience,
Yeah, if you throw him into deep waters on another team, you'd have to figure out what he is. Probably would drown. But crazy. Yeah. Crazy. We'll see what ends up happening with baseball. I feel like baseball's parity is weird right now. Like, there's a lot of teams that it feels like that could win the whole thing, actually. And it doesn't really feel like last year where the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets really
the Mets just came on in the playoffs. I mean, no one was saying the Mets are going to be the World Series.
Even towards the end of the season, people were like, yo, the Mets are making a move here. Like, I don't know. It felt like the Mets had good steam. I guess they were still underrated, so maybe they wouldn't be in that category, but definitely the Yankees and the Dodgers were like foregone conclusions to make it far in the playoffs last year. Like, I guess the Dodgers are still in that category, but the Yankees aren't. And with the pitching that the Yankees currently have, there's just no way. Like, I could see them easily getting eliminated by a scary Detroit team early. Talked about that Mariners team. Just like random shit happening.
I don't even think scary is the right word for Detroit. They're like right up there with best record in baseball. They're just good.
They're also
not like sneaky good. They're just good.
AJ Hinch, like we are. This is like the Ime Udoka of baseball, dude. Like just a guy that like fucking got suspended, some scandalous shit, whatever ended up happening, and comes back. Doesn't matter. He's the man. Yeah. He is the man. So
yeah, I mean, Skubal is obviously a Hotz, and then you got guys like Riley Green in the outfield.
Glaber's an all-star for them. He finally can breathe, not being in New York.
Glaber's played great center field too. They moved him from the infield. Always had a great arm, so it makes sense. Yeah, no, the team is stacked. Have a lot of good young players too. We'll see. There's a lot of season left, but like even you said, people are talking about the Mets at the end of the season. Like there's still a time for a team like that to come out and emerge. Hell, like the Rangers are 50 and 49. If they start hitting, they could be really good because Eovaldi and DeGrom have been ridiculous.
Eovaldi's a beast,
and DeGrom has been insane.
DeGrom is back.
Yeah, like fully back. Like people talk about like Skeens and like how he's like has a bad record. Like he still isn't even close to the point where DeGrom was. When DeGrom was going 7 innings, 1 run every game.
Though you listen to him interview, he hates all of it. He literally
he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a fuck about all this hype bullshit. Even when he won the Rookie of the Year, he's just a fucking. I saw all these clips. Someone clip farmed all of his reactions basically. I'm just watching him like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, 2 seasons, 2 All-Star game starts, 2 perfect innings. You know, he's a beast, dude.
He's a beast. Yeah.
We can move on to some NBA news. Obviously, the big one will start just right where we should hit. Mike Brown, coach of the Knicks. First reactions.
That's my reaction. I was like this, and then I went like this.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
it's not a needle mover to me. I do like the idea that someone's not going to be barking at them all day long on the fucking. You can hear Tibbs on the sideline. Like it won't be like that style of fucking team, but I almost feel like sometimes they need that because Josh Hart's a bonehead. But I don't know. Jay Wright was the silent killer, and it worked. So I don't know. It doesn't move the needle. I feel like we know what we get with Mike Brown, and like. I like the pickups more than the coaching signing. You want to talk about the Knicks? I like,
I just want to say, like, the move feels very lateral. You know, it's like you're hoping that he doesn't do as much harm as Tibbs does. It doesn't feel like you're adding someone who's like going to be like a great value add, who's going to do something new and interesting and change up the offense and the rotations and build the depth within and be a great coach. And obviously. They went after some guys who they couldn't get for various reasons. We talked about the kid thing ad nauseum. But, in terms of like maybe taking a chance on an assistant who might be able to evolve and come out with new ideas, it was just like the safe guy who's had some success but never really reached the pinnacle, and when he had success, he was with LeBron, like just nothing, like you said, like not a needle mover in the slightest, and very much a safe lateral kind of, boring move, if you will. Like,
yeah, it's a little bit stale. I think that it was a backup. It speaks to a backup plan, and I'll give Mike Brown some flowers. I would say he definitely has had a lot of experience being on championship teams as an assistant with Kerr, as well as being a head coach with LeBron going to the finals with that dog shit roster. But even though LeBron was just going for 40 every game and 20 plus in the fourth quarter and putting it all on his back every single game, if you watch back. And that's what's fun. By the way, side note, when LeBron nuthuggers that say he's the greatest of all time want to talk to me about those years. Those are the years. If you really want to talk to me about why LeBron could be in that conversation, no one ever brings them up, and it's so great because people love to talk about bullshit championships or him moving around the country. But like, it really, those early years, those first 8 or 9 years in the league, LeBron was absolutely unstoppable and ridiculous. It was absurd, nightly basis, and what he was doing with that Cavs dog shit roster, and old Larry Hughes, and old Eric Snow, made Ilgauskas an all-star. Drew Gooden was relevant again. These guys, like, who are these guys? And he took them to a finals with Mike Brown as head coach. But that was also 15 years ago.
I would say the big counter to that is like, look at the Jordan's first 3 titles. Like, who were the guys on those teams? Like
horrible.
Like obviously Pippen was there, so you could take a step back from that. But Pippen, I think, is one of the most overrated players ever. But also, like, people are like, man, he had Tony Kukoc. Like, give me a fucking break. Like you said, like Big Z. I would say Big Z is every bit as good as Tony Kukoc, if not easily better.
No, yeah. We don't actually have the conversation for the record in regards to
No, but I do like the take of like his losses are more impressive than his wins, because
absolutely.
I would say the year that he's, like you were talking about, like, I don't know if he always was dominating fourth quarter, because I do remember him shying away in those, but the one that I remember probably best was when they were playing the Pistons, and he had the final 26 points of the game for the Cavs. He scored all of
Boston
them.
Game 2, he junked on KG.
He
The
scored
final, 18.
all of the 26 points to come back. And they obviously ended up losing in the finals to the Spurs. But also, when they lost to the Warriors, I feel like was some of the most
averaged a triple-double in that finals. That
was some of the most impressive LeBron James outputs ever. Ridiculous. I don't care that when he was on the Heat with Bosh and Wade and beat like a baby Oklahoma City.
You did what you were supposed to do there.
Yeah.
You won 2 championships.
And you lost the one. You should have won 3. You lost.
You underperformed, right?
A far less superior Dallas Mavericks team, where you definitely should have won. So it's tough to say. But back to the Knicks. I know you want to talk about the acquisition, so we can get into that a little bit.
Yeah, it's just I would say that Mike Brown is definitely gonna at least probably play more of the team. I think he's shown that over his career with Sacramento and different teams that I've watched. Is like he definitely will play the whole roster. He did make Sacramento a more competitive team with Fox and Sabonis and Keegan Murray and whatever, but I definitely think that it was a backup plan, and Worldwide West has his work cut out for him, and he's going to get fired if this team doesn't make the finals next year or the Eastern Conference Finals. I think everyone could get fired by Dolan, and it could be a snap decision just because of this whole entire approach to the coaching selection. So that was the only thing I wanted to say at the end there. In terms of the acquisitions, I like Jordan Clarkson. I think he fits perfectly in terms of what we need. Instant scoring. He has good character. He played with Josh on the Lakers, so they know each other. So I know that there was some ties there as well. It's all about ties always with the Knicks and Brunson's team and his crew. So I like that, and he's kind of audited for. And also, he looked great on the Jazz. Like, it seemed like he hit some big shots for them, even though it was irrelevant basketball. Like, he's a good player. I like Jordan Clarkson. I think he could bring a lot. And then that other guy from the Philadelphia 76ers, I forget his name. It's just something what's his name?
French guy?
Yeah, the French guy. He had his coming out party during the USA basketball. It's just killing me. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. No, but I like the take on Clarkson. I think he's just a solid ball player, as long as he's got his, mentals together.
I was going to say Yazabuki. Yabusele.
Yeah, Yabu. I think people just call him like Yabu.
Yazabuki was a guy that played on the Warriors back in the day, if you remember. He was like a guard, actually. It's crazy. But Yabusele. He adds some physicality to our team. He's like a 6'9", 6'10", athletic guy. Almost reminds me of like an old Michael Sweeney. There's a name for Knicks fans. Kind of just like
I think it's Sweetney.
Sweetney?
Yeah.
I think it was Sweetney.
From Georgetown?
Michael Sweetney. Nice, John. Good pull. Nice. There was a T in there.
And he went to Georgetown, right?
He definitely went to Georgetown. That's for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Good pull though. Nice. First round pick, by the way, a complete bust. But Michael,
he was at one point the heaviest player in the NBA.
First round pick. This is the shit that was been running the Knicks the last 25 years. First round pick, that guy. Sweeney, by the way, is a baseball player from the Royals. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Mike Sweeney was a first baseman or DH.
Yeah, good player too. I used to like the Royals back in the day because what's his name? The center fielder. I forget his name now. It's just killing me.
Not Beltran.
No. Old Royal. He's the man. Oh my God.
Old Royal center fielder. I don't know. I got
Sweeney's era.
Sweeney's era center fielder. Poof. I don't know. I don't have it. I remember Carlos Beltran won Rookie of the Year with the Royals in center field.
Wow, that's a pull. Anyway, back to the Knicks. Yeah, it's good signings. Yabusele and Clarkson. I mean, again, Mike Brown. We'll see what that is. The East has never been more wide open, so we'll see.
I have a take.
What do you got?
I think that the Celtics are going to overperform this year. I think the Celtics at plus 6,000 to win the NBA championship is live. I think Jaylen Brown as the number one guy. Obviously, Anthony Simons added to the team. Obviously they lose Drew and Porzingis, but I do think there's room for guys like Peyton Pritchard and Derek White, and I think Horford will still be a good player.
And like you said,
Horford?
Yeah.
I think Horford's still around. I could be wrong, to be fair. But I just think, like you said, in a wide open East, like, there's no one really that I'm looking at like, damn, they are the clear runaway favorite. Maybe the Cavs if they could add someone, but
apparently, as of 2 days ago, that says Warriors are expected to add veterans Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton.
Okay, so maybe they didn't re-sign him. Maybe he was a free agent.
No, I think he's on the team. I think he's up for trade, possibly. I think I don't know. It's hard to tell. This looks like chatter. This doesn't look like actual news.
Yeah, either way, I don't know if Horford is coming back for sure. Either way.
The Boston Celtics last name, he will not re-sign with the club. The veteran helped the Celtics to the 2020. So apparently, according to most news outlets, he's not supposed to resign.
I don't know how, and they lost Cornette too. But
they re-signed Cornette. They re-signed Cornette.
I thought Cornette went somewhere else, or maybe it's Hauser.
I think Cornette re-signed. I'm like 99% sure. Or maybe the Spurs got Luke Cornette.
Someone else did. I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he left.
The Spurs gave him money. Wow, they're losing everyone. You're right. Wow.
Yeah. No, he did leave. I was pretty sure on that.
Good call.
Yeah, Spurs. Yeah. So, but either way, I think that like Simons, Brown, good coaching, good organization. Like I think they're going to be sneaky a top 3 or 4 team in the East.
I can't. Who's the size on that team though? They're not going to rebound.
I mean, they're going to run and shoot. That's what they do. They're going to shoot 53s and try to outshoot you, and I think they're going to be able to do that more nights than not. And like I said, top 3 or 4. I'm not saying definitive number one. Yeah. No, I'm saying outside the Knicks and the Cavaliers, I don't think I could be like, oh, this team is definitely going to be better than them. The Bucks lose Dame. Giannis seems to like not be happy. You know, like maybe the Bucks and the Celtics are in the same breath.
Giannis and Miles is.
The Pistons, you know, like they could take another step. You know,
I like Cade. Yeah, Cade could be the second or third best player in the East.
But I'm just saying, after the Knicks and the Heat, the Knicks and the Cavaliers, there's no one that I'm like, oh, they're definitely going to be better than Boston. Nobody.
Orlando. With adding Desmond Bane.
I guess is he really like so are they definitely going to be better than the Celtics?
He's a good player. I like him. He's a good player.
I like Bane. I like Banchero. I like Wagner, but I don't think that the Magic are like
Hugs. Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to say like, okay, those guys versus.
I'll say this. I'll just change the conversation to something different. I guess I agree. I think it's because we're talking about it. I think it speaks to your point that there's no one like maybe far and away that's better. Yeah. You can make arguments for teams like I just did for Orlando, just like posing question. But
and you can make an argument Orlando, Bucks, Pistons. But I'm saying all those teams I think are similar tier.
Yeah. The one thing I'll say though to your point is that I'm not a fan of Jaylen Brown. Like as a personality, just leading my team, and I think for an 82-game season, I think that's where that will hurt them is leadership and just someone that can really night in, night out get 30 for them and like really be that guy. His personality is. You know, like in the playoffs for sure, when the shit's on the line and like he's playing next to other guys, like he's playing on a good team, like I feel like he can get into his one-on-one isolation. But if they're going to be keying in on him because there's no other person that can really score the ball at will like he can, Derek White's more catch and shoot to me. They lose a ball handler like Drew. Anthony Simons is like a slash and like really good slashing player. His 3 has gotten better.
He can shoot. He can shoot.
His 3 has gotten better. I'll shout it. But Jaylen Brown's going to be a lot point of attack guy now, like Tatum was, and I have doubts about that. So that's where I would be. Well, that's the only thing I would say to your point more than like another team is better. If that makes sense.
Well, I think Jaylen Brown, I think I might be maybe not exactly on the other side of it. I think like he still maybe has to prove it a little bit more, but I do like think in that finals that they won. Yes, people say like maybe Tatum should win MVP based on stats, but if you watch those games in and game out, when they needed buckets, when they needed someone to step up and score, and they needed someone to lock up and defend, like Jaylen Brown was the guy, and that's why he won Finals MVP. Like the intelligent voters know how to rank when the buckets come and when the stats come. Whereas Jason Tatum probably had bigger games in the blowouts, and then when the games are close or when they came from behind, Jaylen Brown was scoring.
We agree. I'm more talking like 82 games.
Yeah. No, and I also just know from when Tatum has been out during the regular season, they seem to like maintain their record. Like it's never like he misses a couple games. It's like they lose them all. It's always like they still win 3 out of 4. But yeah, looking at the roster, they definitely are,
a different team. They're a different team.
Yeah, they're undersized. They're going to have to make adjustments. They're going to need Hauser to play a bigger role. They're going to need a guy like Luka Garza, who they added to like play more minutes than he's been playing his career.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously like they're going to need some bigger performances from guys like I said, like Pritchard being the sixth man and Derek White being like a guy like trying to be an all-star. But then again, he's played for Team USA. He's been in big moments.
I'm not worried about Derek White.
Yeah, but he needs to even elevate more, you know,
that's the problem that I would say is like Derek White's going to be Derek White, but when you're asking him to maybe take more shots off the dribble and make him into somebody that he's not, it's one of the reasons that they lost the series to the Knicks, in my opinion. The Knicks were forcing him to kind of get off of, like, anytime he was catch and shoot against the Knicks, it felt like he hit so many bailout threes against the Knicks in that series. We could have won that series in 5 games. He was just like, every time they needed one, he gave them one. It was nuts. He's the best catch and shoot in the playoffs player I think I've ever seen in my life sometimes. He's a nut job sometimes, like from deep as well, from those corner threes. You know what I'm talking about, John, the 30-footers on the elbow. The 3. Ridiculous.
And he plays great defense, like I said.
Defense. But if he has to dribble the ball more because there's no Tatum and there's no Drew Holiday and you're going to have a different team, and that's kind of...
And I do think Simons and Drew, like, at this point in their careers, like, you watch playoff series.
I would rather have Simons, yeah.
Yeah, and Drew Holiday, like...
Drew was tired last year in the playoffs.
Drew Holiday still plays great defense, but, like, he was nowhere to be found on the offensive side of the ball in the playoffs. Like, he was not scoring at all.
Multiple
4 points.
Teams. That's a fact.
I was going to say 4 points, 6 points, 7 points, 2 points, 3 points. Like, it was not like not even double. I'm sure he didn't even average double digits in the playoffs. I would say that confidently.
Yeah, honestly, it's probably true. Let's see. I'm going to look it up right now.
I could double check pretty quickly. But
he was nowhere to be found though during the playoffs. Absolutely. I was going to say it too. Like, yeah, I agree with you completely that he was purely on the defensive side. It looked like he was tired. He's a much older player too. He's been in the league since 2009. I mean, he's playing 82 games a year, by the way. Like, he's one of those guys. So, like, legit since 2009, not like taking years off and shit. Let's see the postseason.
All right, so playoffs I got right here.
9.5 points. Yeah.
Against the Knicks, he was 9.3.
He averaged 9.5 for the playoffs.
Yeah, so yeah, he's under because it was 9.3 and then 10 here for the round 1 against Orlando.
I'm just looking at reference and they have it here. It says playoffs. It's just
yeah. No, I'm looking at it right now. He's 9.3 against the Knicks and 9 and 10 even against Orlando. So that's under 9 for the series, for the playoffs. Under 10, excuse me. I mean he wasn't, and Anthony Simons is going to give you, 18 to 20 a game average throughout the season.
I'm about to look it up right now. Last year, 19.3 points per game on field goal percentage is 52%. Free throw percentage is 90%. And his three-pointer is like around, I'll give him, these are the last 4 years. I'll do it like that. 42, 40, 37, 38, and 36 last year.
Well, so, career even, I'm looking at 38%.
38% from career. Last year, like, you're on a bad team, you're chucking it more. You have to take percentages with a grain of salt sometimes when it comes to stuff like that because Portland was terrible, so he's shooting the board more. But if he's going to be more selective and be more open, then he can play better, things like that.
38% is pretty good for a career,
He's a nice player.
So we'll see. I just think that, like, everyone going into this year, like, the Celtics are dead. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I guess the last thing is NFL. I'm trying to think if there's some. I don't know if we talked about Rodgers yet.
Well, also shouts to Dame going back to Portland. I feel like just to talk about that for a second.
Hot take. Who cares?
No, absolutely. Who cares? Yeah. But like, you got to feel for a guy like Dame. Obviously with the way the league is being set up now, with the aprons and these teams being put in a grip. It kind of made sense that he should go back to Portland. But I'll tell you, that roster is about the ugliest roster in basketball. Just about. You got a 35-year-old Drew Holiday. You got Dame on the Achilles injury. You're paying him money now. Like,
not that Ayton is special, but
Anthony Simons probably the only thing that was keeping any of your young fans geared in.
And DeAndre Ayton,
that was stupid. The team was so dumb, but nevertheless. Shouts to Dame. Obviously not having the career that we all thought he would have after that wave goodbye to Westbrook and all that shit, but kind of is what it is at this point.
Yeah, we could talk NFL next week. We can get into the Hotz corner. I got some questions, and then you can rip the quiz.
Come on, we got to trade off. Let's do a little trade off. I got good questions today, so I have like 3 or 4.
You have 3 or 4? Okay, then we can just do all of them. Fuck it.
All right, kick it
You
off.
You want to go first and get your 3 or 4 out of the way?
Here we go. Everyone grab your cups of coffee, by the way. We're in the Hotz corner.
Hey.
All right. Which of these would you pick to save your own life? Steph Curry to hit 10 threes in a row, Patrick Mahomes to throw through a tire 7 times in a row, Scotty Scheffler to birdie 14 out of 18 holes, or Dak Prescott to win a Super Bowl? Which of those would you pick to save your own life?
I mean, the 10 threes is probably the easiest. It depends how far Patrick Mahomes is throwing from.
We'll say 10 yards.
I'll probably still go with Curry to hit 10 threes in a row.
Besides David Wright, name the 4 best infielders who were white from our generation.
Besides David Wright, white infielders from our generation.
Shouts to David Wright for getting his number retired with the Mets. That's why I said it.
Yeah. Shout out. White infielders. There's a lot of good white infielders.
This is your opinion. We're in the Hotz corner.
I like Goldschmidt. I don't think Arenado's white, so I'll take that out.
Definitely
Paul, yeah, he's like Native American or something.
He has one of those accents on his end. There's no way someone with an accent on their end is white.
I feel like he's like, I don't know if there's an accent, but I think he's like Native American or some shit. But whatever. Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, this is borderline our generation. This might be a little early, but Jeff Kent.
Nice.
I mean, Mark McGuire.
Okay. And then one more.
I mean, there's a bunch of first basemen. Let me think of a good one. Infielder. I gotta stick to that. No second base or shortstop, really, I don't think. Or you know what? I'll give a shout to Tulowitzki.
Okay. I like that, Troy. Who has what has the highest likelihood? AI will be responsible for ending the earth. Jesus is in fact God's son. Under the ocean is another world full of alien life. Beyond Antarctica's wall of ice is another world. What has the highest likelihood?
Jesus is the true son of God, brother.
I feel like that was a setup question. I didn't realize. Like, I honestly thought through that question so hard, and then when I wrote that, I was like looking back at the answers. I was like, Chrissy just wrote "Amen," by the way, to my text.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Preach. She goes, "Preach, Hotz." You just like went up in her book like probably like 10,000 measures. You know All right, last one: Julio Jones or Calvin Johnson for my questions.
I like Calvin Johnson. All right, we'll keep it moving. I don't know if you wrote those down, but who is the worst Batman villain? As in, like, lamest, not like the most evil.
Who is the worst Batman villain?
Yeah.
The most evil, I would say.
Or not the most evil, like the lamest one.
Oh, the lamest? The Riddler?
Yeah. If you could be an Olympic champion at any individual event, what would you choose? Track.
You got 100 meter, like the 100 meter.
100
yeah.
meter. What was the last movie that made you cry?
Probably like Interstellar.
You love that movie. If you had to wipe one franchise off the face of the earth, would you eliminate the Knicks or the Yankees?
I mean, the Yankees have too much history. I'm sorry, Knicks. Jesus, that's terrible. Probably the Knicks.
What is a commercial product you'd be proud to endorse?
Commercial product you'd be proud to endorse? Xbox.
Who is the greatest player in the history of the Rays? Tampa Bay, Devil Rays, or Rays? Figure as a Yankees fan, you'd have some.
Yeah, there's so many good names. Wow. I'm going to go with man, that's not recency bias, I guess, because he did kill us as a Ray. I'll go with Evan Longoria.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Um, who is your favorite TV show character of all time?
Probably Michael Scott.
All right.
Yeah.
If you were a professional MMA fighter, what would be your walk-up song?
If I was there's so many. Walk-up song?
I feel like it's different than like baseball player, which you might have asked before.
Yeah. That is different feeling. Baseball player like coming out of the ninth as the closer. That's different feeling. I have different thoughts about that one.
Or even baseball player when you walk up to bat.
Yeah, like at bat. That is different too. Yeah. For UFC, it'd have to be something to amp. Something DMX. I'm thinking like.
I like that start.
Yeah. Something. I don't have a song. Just maybe the Blackout. Maybe Blackout. That's what I'm going with.
Blackout DMX.
Ever heard Blackout by DMX, The Lox, and Jay-Z? Put it on when you go to the gym. You're welcome.
All right. What is your favorite word? Could be just the way it sounds. Could be the definition. Could be whatever.
Favorite word. Personification. It was like the first word I ever learned how to spell really fast, really well when I was in elementary school. PERSONIFICATION.
Yeah, it's just person and then ification.
Listen, dude. Don't make fun of me.
All right. If you're starting an NFL team, you have the choice of any 5 players, either side of the ball. Current contracts honored. No Patrick Mahomes. Who are you taking?
Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase. TJ Watt. Patrick Surtain II. And do I put Myles Garrett on the other side and just kill the game, or do I get a left tackle? That's the question. Fuck it. I'll just do Myles Garrett. Kill the game.
All right.
I have a quiz, by the way. Whenever you are done, or whenever you're at your end.
Yeah. Hang on one second.
You're good.
I'm good for the quiz. I don't have to do anymore. That's a lot better.
So here we go. Single season sack record for each team. I'm not going to name every team. I listed certain teams. All of the players in my opinion, that are listed are people that you know. That's how I gauged it. So it's like 11 or 12, essentially. The last 2 will be the toughest.
All right, say that one more time.
Single season sack record for each team. So each team's franchise's record, personal franchise record.
32 answers.
But we're not doing 32 is the thing. It's because half of them are very hard names, in my opinion. So more than half of them, excuse me.
So why don't you just do like the top 15 single season sack?
I just did 12 teams, and they're going to be players.
All right, just give me the team. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I could do that.
I'll give you the teams first, and then you can kind of ponder as we go. So, or you can just say a name if you want as I say the team. Up to you. Some of them will be obvious.
Okay. All right.
Give
me the Philadelphia Reggie White.
Yeah, exactly. So that's an easy one, right? Exactly. That's number 1. So Cowboys is the next one.
Cowboys is DeMarcus Ware.
That's number 2. Good. So this is working exactly how I hoped it would. Denver.
Von Miller.
That's number 3. Pittsburgh.
TJ Watt.
And then it will start to get a little tricky, which is
okay.
Houston.
Mario Williams.
No, that's a good guess though.
The Houston Texans. JJ Watt. Stupid.
Yeah. Indianapolis Colts.
Dwight Freeney.
No, actually.
Mathis?
Yeah. The most underrated guy. Unbelievable. All right, so here we go. Minnesota.
Jared Allen?
Nice. This is good. All right, cool. Buffalo.
Mario Williams. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Bruce Smith.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna get a little harder. Giants.
Giants. Strahan. Yeah.
Come on, the record, of course. Let's get a little harder. Arizona.
Arizona. Whew.
Let's get a little niche here.
Give me Calais Campbell. Nah, he's too interior. Carlos Dansby.
It's a great name, but no.
Not Dockett is too much inside. Darnell Dockett.
Yeah. You're missing a main guy.
No, I know. I'm sleeping on somebody here. Arizona pass rusher. Not J.J. Watt. He was too late there. Move on. Let me come back to it.
Cool. Kansas City.
Fucking not Jared Allen. I already used him for the Vikings. Derek Thomas.
Nope.
Not DT. He had fucking 7 in one game. And not Jared Allen.
No.
Not
definitely our generation, though.
Tamba Ali.
No. Good
Justin
name, too.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to arrive at it at one point or another.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Alden Smith.
Nice. What a pull. First name. That's awesome. All right. All right. So let's get a little tricky here. Atlanta.
Okay. Atlanta. Fuck. Atlanta. What's his name? He used to play for the fucking Jets. John Abraham?
You're the man. Wow. What a fucking name. All right. Yes. John Abraham. Awesome. I saw that too. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, do Atlanta fans claim John Abraham? Like, is that real?
No, that was later. I think.
Yeah. You had great years for the Jets. Baltimore.
Elvis Dumervil?
That's correct. I don't know how you knew that too. That's wild. That was crazy. All right. So we're just sitting on Arizona, I guess.
That's everyone you had? We could do the whole end. We could do all 32 at this point.
No. I have to go back to I have to go find the list, and I wrote.
Okay. So just Arizona.
I actually did write everything down here, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah,
Arizona. Yeah. Okay. Let me gather my thoughts for a second. Arizona. They went to the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner. Probably had a good pass rush that year. Who the fuck did they have? This is gonna kill me. Not Calais Campbell, not Darnell Dockett, not
this guy's younger than us, is he? Or is he like the same age?
He's our. This is
tough.
We're
so good. Wow, he's like 1 year older than us.
This is tough. Why do I not know this? I have all those other ones pretty much on demand.
That was nuts. Elvis Dumervil was the craziest ball of all time.
I just remember he had like 17 sacks there.
Really good years for Denver. Like, why the fuck would you say for Baltimore immediately?
That
would have never happened to me.
I just know it.
I'm more thinking like Justin Houston even for
Justin Houston. I should have gotten sooner. I just thought Derek Thomas.
I'm saying for Baltimore, I probably would have even said his name quicker than I would have said Elvis.
I think Alden Smith might be the best one, to be honest. I know he had 20 sacks for San Francisco.
Yeah, he had a wild year. He really lost to us. Haha.
Fuck! I wish you said like the Raiders or someone instead of the Cardinals. I don't. Give me a hint. Give me a hint other than the age, college or something like that.
Yeah, his name is synonymous with like pass rushers for a generation, I would say, in some sense. Huge contracts. I can't tell you the previous team that he played for before Arizona, but
so he wasn't a Cardinal for.
Wasn't originally a Cardinal. He's got signed there. He played with Watt for like a half a second.
Yeah, like I'm thinking like I keep thinking of other fucking teams. I'm like Miami is Cameron Wake. I keep thinking of other.
Great name.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I don't know if Miami is.
I might need like initials.
CJ.
CJ?
Yeah.
Charles Johnson? For the fucking Saints and the Panthers? CJ? Jones? Chandler Jones. Oh shit. Chandler Jones. Yeah. I still don't like think of him as a Cardinal. It's like Patriots and then the Raiders.
He had like a big season though. It was like 17.
No, I know, but I think like that was like sandwiched in between the Patriots and the Raiders.
All right, so that was my quiz. That was good. You have a quiz too?
We don't need to do it. We could go over this stuff. It's not that cool.
Which of these would you pick to save your own life? Steph Curry to hit 10 threes in a row. Patrick Mahomes to throw through a tire 7 times from 10 yards. Scotty Scheffler to birdie 14 out of 18 holes. Dak Prescott to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, Dak Prescott to win a Super Bowl is obviously the least odds of all those things. It's
I don't
like
know.
a team thing.
I don't know.
Steph Curry makes 10 threes in a row.
I would say Dak has a better chance to win a Super Bowl than Scotty birdieing 14 out of 18.
Yeah, that's hard. It depends on the course, but
14 out of 18?
Steph Curry makes 10 threes in a row every single warm-up before every single.
Yeah, I should have said 100 there. Yeah.
Like 10 threes in a row. Like he probably goes into an empty gym and shoots threes and makes 90 out of 100.
Yeah, I should have said 100.
Yeah, I think that's easily. And Mahomes from 10 yards is probably doing it pretty consistently too. But yes, to save my life, Steph Curry to make 10 threes easily, not even close.
Basketball's weird to me. I don't know. The ball flying through the air, anything can happen to me.
Well, I think it's just an open gym, like.
I know, but it's just.
Yeah, like I said, he makes fucking 10 threes in a row more times than he doesn't.
It's just 40% from 3. Do the math. Like, yes, in theory. But I just, anyway. All right, cool.
I guess if you're saying in game, that changes everything. But you're talking about like Mahomes.
Oh,
and
yeah. Open gym. Tire, open gym. Yeah, open field.
Yeah.
All right. Besides David Wright, name the 4 best infielders from our generation. You had some good names here. Jeff Kent, you said.
4 best white infielders, you said.
4 best white infielders, excuse me. Jeff Kent, Goldschmidt.
Yeah.
Damn. Who else did you say?
Tulowitzki and Mark McGuire.
Jeez. McGuire and Goldschmidt both played first, right? Yeah. Kent second. Shortstop? Any shortstops? I'm trying to Tulowitzki, and then David Wright was at third. Any other third baseman? Rob Ventura was a nice
Scott
one.
Rowland.
Scott Rowland, nice one. Scott Rowland was a beast for the Cardinals.
But I would take all those other guys over Scott Rowland, besides maybe Tulowitzki. But Tulowitzki, I mean, we talk about guys like leading bad teams to fucking finals. Like,
yeah, clutch.
Tulowitzki got the Rockies to the fucking World Series. Obviously, like they had other good, decent players, but Todd Helton was old at that point. Tulo, in his prime, was Gold Glove shortstop and hitting 30 home runs and stealing 20 bases and 100 RBIs, hitting 300
air. Yeah,
Tulo was a stud. He was a beast. He had a short kind of run, but he was very, 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 very good when he was at the top.
Tulowitzki or Michael Young?
For like their peak season, I'd say Tulowitzki. For a career, I'd probably have to give it to Michael Young. I think he just had like a longer prime and, more, a longer prime. Yeah, I already said it. No need to be redundant.
What has the highest likelihood? I'm going to take out the one that you said is the answer for the record, and I want to hear what you have to say. Pick between the other 3, so I guess it's more reality-based. It's not that spiritual. AI will be responsible for ending the Earth. Under the ocean is another world full of alien life, or beyond Antarctica's wall of ice is another world.
I think probably the bottom of the ocean one. I think the AI thing is probably second, and then the whole Antarctica thing that's like flat Earth type shit. Like, I don't really fuck with that. But I mean, the AI thing, I just think there's so many governors to like that happening.
Good word. Using the word governor. I used that word this past week. Great word.
Yeah, like a governor on an engine that like does make sure it doesn't go too fast.
Great word.
But no, it's a measure of like they know that it's a possibility, so they have to like protect against it. Like I feel like there's going to be a kill switch, and there's always like electromagnetic pulse. You could just blast one of those out and just all the electricity and city fucking will perish, so we might have to it could lead to like the restarting of humanity, maybe because we have to like start over with no electricity. I wrote that
question originally as ending the Earth as we know it, which would have changed the phrasing of the question in my head, because I was like, oh, you would have took that literally and been like, yeah, society would change, so that's number 1. But I wanted to be like, you know what, final destination.
Yeah, no, but I do believe that like there's like in terms of the bottom of the ocean, we have no idea what's going on in there. Like it could be anything. Like there's no way. We find new
creatures all the time, which gives cause to pause for sure.
It's too much. It's too pressurized to reach. So like there's no way we'll ever know.
Something else is going on. Yeah. What has the highest likelihood? But in what your original answer was for the fans was Jesus, in fact, is God's son. So yes,
Son of God.
Yeah.
Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Fucking, we got dust on our Bibles with brand new iPhones out here.
That was my last question, so it's on you now. Calvin Johnson versus Julio Jones.
Yeah, I think Julio's great. I think he might be
Julio's catch in the Super Bowl will live with me until I die. I don't know what else to say.
And Calvin Johnson was getting games with over 300 yards.
Yeah, it's just that one catch on the sideline doesn't make sense to me.
Now, Calvin Johnson, I think, is, obviously he didn't have a lot of winning. He had a shorter career because he was fucking getting cracked all the time.
Yeah, Stafford was throwing hospital ball after a hospital ball to this guy.
I think that's what Calvin wanted. I don't think Calvin was like,
it was mutual agreement.
He's like, just put it up there, I'll get it. And then obviously, the higher you jump, the harder you land, and he was getting crushed. But in his prime, he was the most unstoppable player. Has the records for yards in a season. Has the second most yards in a game to like Flipper Anderson, random,
298. I think he had, right? 3 touchdowns, 298.
He had over 300 yards against the Cowboys one game. I think it's like 311 or something around 320. And Flipper Anderson, I think, had like 337 one game, just a random name. But no, I think Calvin Johnson was the most talented wide receiver I've ever seen. I always say like Jamar Chase was the best prospect coming out since Calvin Johnson. Like that's what I like when I think about receivers. That's when I was like, oh, Jamar Chase, he's the best prospect I can remember coming out of college, except for Calvin Johnson. Then I would also throw Larry Fitzgerald in there because Larry Fitzgerald at Pittsburgh was fucking insane. But he's then Jamar Chase.
OBJ too. OBJ was definitely a high prospect.
Yeah, I'm just saying remembering them coming out of college, I had those guys ahead of him, but he was a beast. All right, who the worst Batman villain? I also wrote down the Riddler. Like he just fucking tells you.
I was gonna say Harley, whatever.
Harley Quinn. She's like a sidekick of a villain.
What I was gonna say. Like she's not enough of a villain. She's almost just like
she's borderline a henchman.
Liaison.
She's borderline a henchman for the Joker.
Yeah. She's like a liaising between the Batman and the Joker.
Yeah. So I like that one. I also don't like the guy who's like I forget the name of it now. It's fucking
Two-Face, Penguin.
No, those guys are good. The one who's he's like a pit of mud. Fucking.
He's played by the man who did Oppenheimer. He's played by our boy, Peaky Blinders.
Cillian Murphy.
That's
Clayface.
No. What about Scarf? No, his name is Scarecrow.
No, you're thinking of Scarecrow. I'm thinking of Clayface.
Oh yeah, I remember Clayface. Yeah, that's shit too. Yeah I would still have the Riddler as the worst, even though Jim Carrey's the man.
Yeah, but Scarecrow is all right. Yeah, Jim Carrey Riddler was pretty good though. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
If you could be an Olympic champion at any individual event, what would you choose? 100 meter. It is cool to be fast. I had boxing. I think it's like you could monetize it more.
It's cool. I just like the idea of like running through and like the angle that you get in the camera, that whole look, like that would be fucking legendary. I feel like the Usain Bolt memories are like the craziest memories I can think of when I think of Olympics, and also like Phelps, of course, swimming.
And it's also cool in the sense of like just you're fast your whole life. Like you're the fastest kid in your elementary school. You're the fastest kid in your middle school. Like being fast.
I've never been fast, so being
fast is always cool. So that plays. But no, I think boxing, just because like if you're an Olympic champion boxer, you're probably like a pretty good professional boxer
for sure,
and make good money. What was the last movie that made you cry? Interstellar. Solid answer. I still never saw it. I still owe you that watch. I don't remember the last movie that made me cry. The first movie that made me cry though was The Green Mile. You ever see The Green Mile?
Sure, of course. That's with Tom Hanks, right? And
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Barry Pepper.
Great movie. I haven't seen that in a minute, but I definitely have seen it a couple of times for sure. Great movie.
That was I was like, I'll never cry in a movie, and this is when I was like 12 or something like that, and that movie made me cry. That was good. And I also cry at just like an Instagram reel of like a fat guy who got skinny.
John gets thrown by the core moments on social media now.
The fat guy who was like depressed, who's like skinny and now happy that's a good one for me. I always like that.
That's nice.
If you had to wipe one franchise off of the face of the earth, would you eliminate the Knicks or the Yankees? You said you had to rock with history. I didn't know if you were more of a basketball guy than a baseball guy. I think,
more of a playing basketball guy, more of a watching Yankees guy versus like I feel like watching the Yankees since I was a little boy. I've been watching the Knicks forever too, but like straight up during like the Knicks,
during Langston Galloway and
during football season and Langston Galloway and Michael Sweetney, as we just said, are playing and Curry. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not tuning into every fucking basketball game regular seasons for us to miss the playoffs. Basically, all my high school years. Until Amari came around. Whatever.
I hear you. That's fair enough. What commercial
we're winning, by the way? The Yankees are an amazing team on the other side of that, by the way. That coin. It's not like they're just like another team. They're fucking yeah. So
again, it was never about the quality of the team. It was about whether you wanted like basketball more than baseball. What is a commercial product you'd be proud to endorse? You said Xbox. I like that. I wrote down Q-tips. I think that Q-tips are one of the few products who are so strong that their name has become synonymous, or actually became the noun for the product. Like Q-tip is the name of the company,
right?
Like, it's like cotton swabs or cotton whatever, and
it's
that's what everyone just calls them Q-tips though. Like no one like. So I think that's one I was like, I fucking love cleaning my ears.
I'm sure the owners never intended for that. They probably just stuck. But But that's
it's such a quality product.
It's
in everyone. Like, if you don't buy the brand Q-tips, that's like the one thing where it's like, I guess Heinz ketchup is close. Not that you call ketchup Heinz, but that like if you don't have Heinz ketchup in your fridge, unless it's like a spicy ketchup or something different, like you're just getting regular like Hunt's ketchup or ShopRite brand ketchup, that's why I might judge you a little bit.
I'm trying to think of anything else, John, that you would say in life that's the name brand, but also the item that you need, that it is.
Band-Aid is another one.
Band-Aid is like another one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so something that's synonymous with the item, but it's also the only option society would generally accept as a whole.
A Band-Aid is technically like a plastic bandage, and people just call it Band-Aids. But Band-Aid is the name of the brand. Band-Aid is the name of the brand, not the actual product.
Right.
Same as Q-tip. Yeah. Those are the only two that I know for sure off the top of my head. I'm sure there's other ones, but those are like very rare. It's very rare that happens. Like we said, even ketchup, that's like everyone gets Heinz. Like,
right, but no one calls it Heinz.
So no one's like, oh, pass me the Heinz. They say, pass me the ketchup. But I do judge you if you don't have plain, like I said, if you have spicy, whatever, habanero ketchup, that's a different brand. That's one thing.
Or even like, what's it, Trader Joe's that people like, some people like Trader Joe's ketchup, I guess now, like too, whatever the fuck.
Never had. But if you're just like I said, if you're a Hunt's man, like I'm judging you a little bit.
For
like
sure.
Pay the extra 50 cents and get the fucking Hunt's.
And shake your ketchup is disgusting.
Yeah. Who is the greatest player in the history of the Rays? I think you might be right on this one. Longoria is a good one. I wrote a couple other names down: David Price, Scott Kazmir, Carl Crawford, Fred McGriff, and Randy Arozarena we brought up earlier.
But I think the World Series was someone different, though, right?
Maybe with the Red Sox.
Did he win it with the Tigers?
I don't think so.
Jim Leland, was he on that team as the lefty? Am I crazy?
You might be right. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think.
Or was that Dontrell Willis on that Tigers team?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
Maybe the Red Sox. I'm thinking.
I'm looking up the 2012 Jim Leland team. Pitcher.
2012. I think that was earlier than that, where they won the World Series.
Or maybe they went to the World Series and lost.
I think it's 2006 they won the World Series.
Yeah. No, 2012 is when they won it. 2006 is when they lost it.
No, I think
St. Louis in 2006. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Kenny Rogers, Justin Verlander, Fernando Rodney, Todd Jones. No, these are not what I was thinking of. Okay, maybe not. I guess I wasn't thinking of the right. But they did lose in the World Series in 06.
When did they win it? Oh, they haven't won it since '84. So 06 was when they last went to the World Series, and
No, 12 is, I thought. They lost the World Series 4-0 to the Giants. It says.
Oh, they lost in 2012 also. Okay.
Yeah. I guess they lost in 12. I didn't realize. I thought they won in 12 for some reason. What's it called? Who am I thinking of though? David Price. What other team did he play for?
The Red Sox. You might have won the Red Sox World Series with the Red Sox. No,
that sounds maybe right. Oh yeah, did he? Oh my God, is that right? I don't know.
I mean, he played for Boston in 2016, 2017, 2018,
2018. That's it. 18. They won it in 18. You just said it.
Yeah, 2018 World Series. Yeah.
Tampa, he had All-Star, Cy Young once. MVP voting. Cy Young came in second as well.
Yeah, he won a Cy Young. That's pretty
definitely a good viable 20-5, 19-6, 10-7. These are all years with Tampa. So yeah,
I think Carl Crawford is a sneaky name too. Like I think he was a beast for them for a long time. Obviously, longevity comes into it, but I think you might be right. I think Longoria might be the answer, honestly.
Yeah, I just think clutch play, plus also playoffs, and then
he was there a long time too.
A long ass time.
And he
was probably their best bat ever, like straight up batter. Like he's better than Carl Crawford to me.
Yeah, Carl Crawford led the majors in steals 4 times with them.
Yeah, he was like a demon on the base. As I remember that, he was a good fielder from what I remember.
4-time All-Star.
Did he go Glove guy at all?
Yeah, I think he had 1 Gold Glove, 1 Silver Slugger, All-Star Game MVP.
That's cool.
His son is in the Phillies.
JP Crawford, is that right?
No, JP Crawford is the shortstop who played for the Mariners. I think he's somewhere else now. But Justin Crawford, he's the Phillies' top hitting prospect right now. Is his son. Good. But
that's nice.
Favorite TV show character of all time? You know, Michael Scott. I don't hate it. It's a little chalky. Not mine.
Chandler Bing.
Chandler's a good one. Some I wrote down were Dexter, Morgan, Tony Soprano.
Oh, I got the answer. I fucked up.
Okay, go ahead.
Ari Gold.
Oh, Ari Gold's a good one. This is the kind of dark horse. Lucas Hood from the show Banshee. Banshee, one of the most underrated shows in the history of television. First 2 seasons, unbelievable. Got a little off the rails. Was always kind of an unbelievable concept to begin with, but just got too crazy. But Lucas Hood and Banshee. He's actually Anthony Starr, who went on to play Homelander in The Boys.
Yeah. Okay. The Boys is a great show.
Yeah, he started on this show called Banshee on Cinemax. Fucking unbelievable show. So good. And, his character was super cool. But I wrote George Costanza.
Nice.
Rafi from the league.
Yeah, okay.
Paulie Walnuts.
Rafi? Not Andre? Really?
Yeah, I like Rafi.
I don't know, bro. That seems wrong. If you were going to pick someone from the league, it has to be Andre.
Andre would be my 4th. I think I have Pete above Andre. I think I have
Andre maybe. Yeah, that's a good.
I think I have Ruxin above Andre.
No.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, I don't love Andre's character. I mean,
he's a dipshit and annoying as fuck, but that's the point, you know. He's
no. I mean, the league is good. I have Paulie Walnuts from Sopranos also, and then I have Stringer Bell from The Wire.
Yeah, that doesn't hang. I don't think enough. If Paulie.
Yeah, that's the one I maybe didn't have the same kind of.
Yeah, not like gravitas. Even though for watchers of The Wire, if you know what you're hearing,
I like Marlo too, but I just had him, and Michael from The Wire is another good one. If you were a professional MMA fighter, what would be your walk-up song? You said DMX Blackout with the Locks. Hard song. What I wrote down was Many Men. I just think that goes hard almost in any circumstance. And then Cross That Line with Rick Ross and Akon. But then I think about the best ones that I've actually seen. And we were talking about Dustin Poirier, where you say he's Dustin the Diamond Poirier. He walks out to the Willie Spence from American Idol version of Shine Bright Like a Diamond.
Yeah. That was good. Someone did NBA Youngboy. What song was that? The Young Stoner, I think it's called. I forget, but he it was insane. And I Shazam the song. It was awesome. I'll send you the song after. I forget the name of it, but I think it was. Hold on, let me look it up. That's probably the only song I have favorited by NBA Youngboy on my fucking my Spotify. And
then I got Korean Zombie would always come after the Cranberries. Zombie. Sick.
Great song, yeah.
Epic, iconic walkout. And then I'll never forget Chris Weidman walking out for the first time he fought Anderson Silva to No, I Won't Back Down, and then fucking knocks him out. Just that was fucking epic as fuck. Just with the American flag, we're gonna get taken down.
I just found it. Young Boy Never Broke Again.
Yeah, don't play it. We'll get it taken down. They're gonna take us down.
Nah, just give a little snippet.
All right.
It was cool. It's called Emo Rockstar, by the way.
What's your favorite word? Personification. Not my favorite word, but maybe my favorite literary element. I love the trees whispered as the wind gently passed through. That's a great personification. I do like personification as a literary element. Not my favorite word. It's just person with ification.
It's an awesome way to describe things.
Yeah, no, personification, like I said.
Personifying things is the best. Yes.
If you're asking me what my favorite literary element was, personification is definitely up there.
I just like spelling it. Plus, person is in it, so that's fun. And
yeah, it's so easy. You're like, I learned how to spell. It's so easy to spell.
But I learned how to spell it in like 2nd grade, mind you.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty.
It was like
easy.
my first long word or 1st grade, whatever it was.
So mine are basically based off of like how they sound versus like actual what the word means or whatever. But I have cacophony.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Cacophony.
Cacophony?
Yeah, it's like.
Use it in a sentence, please.
I was just about to. When you walked into the stadium, you heard a cacophony of boos and cheers as the winning team blew the game. Like it just means like a mismatch of sounds.
Okay.
Like like symphony is like a harmonized sound.
Yeah, cacophony.
Cacophony, cacaw is like chaos in Latin base, and funny is like sound. You know.
Sound, yeah.
And then I like cornucopia. Way it sounds, yeah. That could obviously be the Thanksgiving thing, or it could just be like a wide array of anything.
Yeah.
Like there was a cornucopia of options at the buffet at the dining hall. You know.
You sound like such a pompous ass if you said that, by the way, like that.
No, I've used it before like that. I like idiosyncratic or idiosyncrasy.
Idiosyncratic. That whole world, very nice.
Or idiosyncrasy is also a good honorable mention. But using it as an adjective is better. Idiosyncratic versus.
We're saying a lot of words right now that a lot of people don't know, by the way, that are watching this podcast.
This one's a little less known, but is good. Melancholy. I like melancholy. That's super sad, but a little sad.
Yeah.
I like melancholy.
The only reason I don't like it is because the prefix speaks to like something that just sits. A melon. Like, you know what a melon... Like
but it's spelled M-E-L-A-N, not M-E-L-O-N.
You know, but the sound in my ear is just off.
Yeah, but you like the suffix of person.
I do.
Or the prefix of person.
Prefix, yeah.
Prefix of person, but the prefix of melon, even though spelled differently, you have a problem.
A little bit more like a person.
And then I like barbiturate.
Barbiturate.
I just like the way it sounds. It's just like a depressant drug, you know, a barbiturate. But I like that word. It's a good word.
Those are good words. I
got a lot of like mugwort
words. Yeah.
I like knave, like for like a degenerate, like a knave. K-N-A-V-E.
I like a jar. A jar.
A jar is a solid word. I do like a jar.
Jar. I have to think about it. I'm gonna just start texting you words as I go through my life, and there will be words that I use all the time. I'll catch myself doing it, and I'll just text them out. Just keep this going. It's hilarious.
Hang on. I'm gonna try to find one more. Oh, feckless. I like.
Feckless.
Agog. Agog is good.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, and then what else I got here?
I like the word smidget. Like a smidget.
Yeah. Take it or leave it. You're starting an NFL team. You have the choice of any 5 players, either side of the ball, contracts honored, but no Mahomes. Who are you taking?
Joey, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you're already over the salary cap.
Oh, I have to keep this in mind.
No, it's okay, but you're still pretty stacked. You could just get a bunch of bad guys outside of this, but you basically have all super high paid 5 guys.
Perfect.
So I think Pertain got paid already.
Yeah, he did. He's the highest paid corner in the league.
Burrow, Chase. I mean, this is like $200 million in 5 players right here. So I did it, like I said, with contracts in mind. Jaden Daniels still on a rookie contract. Brock Bowers still on a rookie contract. Tyler Smith still on a rookie contract.
Tyler Smith just got paid, I thought.
Tyler Smith? I don't think so. On the Cowboys?
Yeah. I think they worked out like the best deal ever for a guard.
Maybe, but even still, guards don't make a ton of money. Jalen.
He projected to earn a base salary $2.5 million.
Yeah, he's still on the rookie contract.
Oh, they're close. Oh, okay, they're close.
Jalen Carter and Micah Parsons. So going into next year, I got a ton of money to fucking spend on everywhere else.
Yeah, but salary cap keeps going up, and my guys are already paid. You got to pay all your guys.
But is Burrow that much better than Daniels? Is Chase that much better than Bowers? Is Watt that much better than Tyler Smith or Jalen Carter?
That's where it gets a little hairy. TJ Watt versus Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith is so valuable. I don't know about that one, but we could have a conversation about that one. But
they're making 1/20th of what your guys are making.
Like you talk about the other comparisons, Bowers versus Jason Burrow versus Daniels. Like,
Brock Bowers broke every tight end record his rookie year. I don't know. Brock Bowers is fucking good. I love Jamar Chase. He's better, but is he 20 times as good? He's not. I mean, he's not. He would need to have like 20,000 yards receiving in one season to be 20 times.
Phrased it that way. It's not true for sure. But I still like if I'm just like picking a guy, like I'm picking that guy.
Yeah, I'm picking all your guys over my guys, but.
Yeah.
Like I said
early. You can make an argument for Micah over Garrett or like your style, whatever.
No, I think I would take all your guys over my guys, but again, like I said, all of my guys are on rookie contracts still. So even if they don't want to re-sign because I don't pay them early, like I have a year,
bad injury,
I have a year to fucking bring in studs
out on the money for those guys.
I could still sign Watt and Garrett and have all those guys.
Right. Especially because if the book is still out on them, if they have an injury or something, you never know. Whatever knocks their contract down in half. Yeah.
But Daniels is the one that I thought about.
Wait, I'll play your game before we click off here. I'll play your game. Let me do it with the contracts in mind. So my signed player that I would want on the team for sure would be Joe Burrow. Okay. I would do like a Brian Thomas.
Okay.
And then I would do.
I like Brian Thomas or like.
Yeah, I was thinking either him or
Neighbors,
but I'm gonna go with Brian Thomas on the outside. I think receiver is the one that I would take. You know, those guys are a little bit more replaceable to me. I would take. Micah's on his deal still, but he's gonna need a deal next year. I don't love that. I'll take Abdul Carter. I'll take.
Oh, you're talking to someone who's never played yet.
Yeah. Let's get frisky. I'll take Abdul Carter. I'll take. I'll take Surtain also on the deal that he has. Yep. And then the last guy I would probably take would be. Yeah, I guess if everything is all together and we get a year of Tyler Smith without. Having to pay him yet, then let me get Tyler Smith on that, whatever he's getting paid this year, $2 million. And unless he holds out, that would be a problem.
Hell yeah.
He's gonna.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that. But then, that would probably be where I would look at it anyway. I would definitely look at still keeping Joe Burrow, though.
All right, sounds good, brother. Unless you got any victory formations, I'm ready to call it.
No. We're good. We'll be back next week or the week after. We'll see what's up. Maybe we might do every other week at this point for the summer until football season's back. Shouts out to all the teams returning back for training camp.
Hell yeah.
And we'll keep it locked. Row 26. We out of here.
Peace. Good stuff.
Yes, sir.